Hey everyone, welcome into another song. We hope that you guys enjoy it and like it and maybe it helps you understand what's up and helps you change your life for the better. Walking through this hell, you don't even know what you're supposed to do, so how can you end up understanding if this is going to be the right path? You don't even know. Well, how can you end up moving forward if you're just going to end up being a ghost? Every single night, I end up looking into the bottom of the ocean. I can't even end up understanding, but I'm drowning in the ocean. I end up reaping what I sow, but I truly love you and miss you a lot. I ended up putting all the information and giving you a lot. I put all the work in, as much as I could in this relationship, but what can I end up getting out of it? It's nothing but sadness. I know that I'm sad, even when I'm in a relationship or even together with somebody. I know that I miss you inside all the time. I can't even end up, never stop thinking about everything that we did together every single day. But you have a choice to let the demons in. Every single time you end up going to the bottom of the ocean or you're stranded somewhere else you don't even know. How can you end up understanding if you don't even have a friend around? You haven't got a text or a phone call from your family because you don't even know what you're supposed to do. So how can you end up trusting or believing that everyone is here for you if you don't even show it? Yeah, every single night I end up going back to the ocean. I don't even know why, but I end up looking back at the ocean. I end up drowning my sorrows. I know that this pain is overdosing. I know that I'm stuck in my mind. I know that I need to get out of the darkness, but how can I do that if I'm stranded away? I know that I'm truly in love with this girl. Well, how can I end up letting her go if I know that this is not the way it's supposed to be? We were supposed to be together, but that ended up breaking because of my sin nature of breaking off. I broke everything and I broke your heart, beautiful girl. You don't deserve that. And I know that everyone wants me to end up trying harder and end up trying to end up just reaping what I sow with trying to be sick. But I know that I don't want to be sick anymore. So it's time for me to grow up. It's time for me to end up understanding and letting the demons out of my mind. I got to go back to church. I got to go back to the Bible. How can I end up doing that if I'm so locked up away in my mind at the end of the potion? At the end of the potion or at the end of the ocean, I know that everything is going to get better, but you have to understand this is not the way it's supposed to be. So what can you end up doing now? I know that I'm drowning in my sorrows. Every single time I end up going and doing drugs or alcohol, I know that I'm fading away from what God has taught me, and I know that I know that everything's a red flag to me, but I know that I have to end up looking at the consequences that come before it because sometimes I don't even think, I just do. I stop thinking, I just ended up understanding that this is the way it's supposed to be, right? No, this isn't the way it's supposed to be, so I gotta end up understanding this is not the way it's built. But every single time I end up drowning in these drugs or alcohol, I know that I'm deep from what I sow, and I know that I'm sick and tired of all this. I know I'm sick and tired of this pain, but I know that I have all this foam in my mouth. So what can I do now? I end up running away, but I ended up talking to my therapist. She's the only one I can end up trusting and believe right now because I've lost my way. I've lost my way even when I'm talking to my family. So what can I do if I'm just going to reap what I sow and end up being sick at the end of the day? I know that everything is going to get better, but I have to end up trying a little bit harder every single time. I know that I end up retrying and doing everything I can, but I know that I'm sick. I'm sick inside every single moment that I end up running away. How can I end up giving up? If all I've done is end up running away, I got to end up reading what I sow. So I got to end up changing it for the better. So I got to go back to read the scriptures. I got to read the Bible, and that's going to end up changing my life for the better. Right now, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is go back to the scriptures. It's going to end up changing your life for the better. And I'm going to tell you at the end of the day, it's your opinion on everything that you end up putting in the work. So imagine yourself as being a mother or father and end up trying to end up doing what they're trying to end up doing for you. But you were just sick and tired of all the pain. So how can you end up doing this if you can't even be a mother or father? I know that I'm sick and I know that I'm tired. I'm tired of this stressing out. I know that I just want to give up. So it's time for me to walk away. It's time for me to run away. It's time for me to fly away. No matter where I go, I want to end up going back and I want to tell someone I ended up having a story in my lifetime. I want to end up changing my life for the better. And that's what I have to end up looking for. Mom and Dad, I wish you guys were here. I miss you guys a lot. Again, more.